Hello everyone, my name is Christian Weiss and I will be presenting 3D printing in Japan. So what exactly is 3D printing? It's also known as additive manufacturing, and this is a process of creating physical objects from digital design by adding materials layer by layer. This is a revolutionary technology that allows production of complex customized objects with ease. So some technological characteristics includes layer by layer construction, digital design, material versatility, and customization. The process, so first you do the digital design, second you do the slicing, third you have to set up your printing station, fourth you have to print the design, and then lastly you do the post processing. So kind of chipping away some excess plastic or whatever you have to do. Next, who is using 3D printing in Japan? So 3D printing technology is being used by various industries and organizations in Japan. Some of these include automotive industries, medical fields, aerospace, education, and consumer products. Some positive impacts would be manufacturing companies, healthcare sectors, small businesses, and startups. These businesses see positive impacts from 3D printing. And then when you look at traditional manufacturing industries, job displacement, and intellectual property and counterfeiting, you kind of see some negative impacts there. So it's kind of, in my opinion, more so positive because, counterfeiting, job displacement, those things are going to come regardless. I mean, we have to be innovative and, move on with life. So, I mean, if it's helping healthcare and, small businesses and manufacturing, I think that's a plus. I don't think it's doing that much bad in the world. All right. So where are they using 3D printing in Japan? So specifically, Tokyo is probably the most prominent for 3D printing as they are the capital and the largest city of Japan. Tokyo is also the hub for technology and innovation. Osaka is another major city in Japan. They are also known for industrial and manufacturing sectors. So many companies in Osaka, including automotive, electronics, and consumer goods, are incorporating this 3D printing into their production process, whether it be, making a platform or just utilizing the 3D printing that they have. And then lastly, Yokohama. This is located near Tokyo and is also a city with a strong presence in manufacturing and technology. Therefore, you will see some 3D printing in this city as well. So these three cities are these three cities are using 3D printing most prominently in Japan. So why are they using 3D printing in Japan? Conducted a SWOT analysis, so we have some strengths here: technological expertise, industrial base, and research and development. Some weaknesses include cost of implementation and limited material options. Opportunities include customization and personalization, and also supply chain optimization. Some threats include intellectual property and counterfeiting again. And just to be clear on what this is, it's the ease of replicating designs through 3D printing. And this can raise concerns about intellectual property protection and the potential of counterfeiting. You see counterfeiting a lot, especially in certain cities in the United States, like New York, Soho and stuff like that. It's going to happen regardless. I mean, 3D printing might make it a little easier for these places to do so because in the past they would, have warehouses and people actually making counterfeit goods. Now they can actually set up a 3D printer to create the goods, which would make it pretty close to the real thing, in my opinion. So yeah, I could see how this can be a liability to a lot of companies, but I'm not sure what they could do about it, so it is a threat for sure. Moving on. So when did we see the mass adoption of 3D printing in Japan? It started gaining traction around the early mid-2010s, while the technology has been in development and use prior to that. During this period, the 3D printing began to receive significant attention and uptake in various industries in Japan. And as the technology advanced and it became more accessible, its adoption expanded to other industries such as healthcare, consumer products, and education. You also see, people at their home with 3D printers now, just using it like as a business, just like printing things and selling them. It's kind of cool. You see like Adidas selling shoes that they 3D printed the midsoles on, so it's pretty cool, like how creative you can get with this printer. So how can 3D printing be used to solve issues related to sustainable development goals in Japan? The number one SDG in Japan that this could benefit would be number 9, which is industry innovation and infrastructure. So 3D printing promotes innovation and enhanced manufacturing capabilities. This can help enable the development of sustainable and efficient production processes, reducing waste, energy consumption, and emissions. So that's pretty beneficial. 3D printing also allows for localized production, reducing the need for transportation and associated carbon footprint. So you wouldn't think, right when you hear 3D printing, it would save, transportation and stuff, but it really helps a lot of different things, and it's pretty beneficiary when it comes to sustainable development goal number 9 in Japan. So lastly, I have 2 truths and a lie for you guys. So feel free to leave a comment down below on which one you think is a lie. So number 1 is going to be Japan has no use for 3D printing in healthcare. Number 2 is Tokyo is the hub for technology and innovation in Japan. And number 3 is 3D printing gained traction in Japan around the mid-2010s. So I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching the video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.